Okay, hi guys. So I left off as he punched me in my face with a 5-day-old newborn. So I'm literally just gonna get straight into Okay, hi guys. So I left off as he punched me in my face with a 5-day-old newborn. So I'm literally just gonna get straight into where I left off. So 3 weeks had actually passed. He asked me to introduce his little one to his auntie. So I actually thought it was his auntie. Turns out it was just his friend's mum. So as we sat there, as we went there, we sat down for a while. His friend's older brother actually sat down and spoke with us and was like to him, "You should be grateful she's still allowing you to see your child despite everything you've put her through. Most mothers don't allow the father of their child, to see the child after they've done that to them." And this guy started shedding some fake tears. And do you know what? I thought they were tears of, oh, he realizes the situation, he was wrong. No, it was more of, I really don't want to be in this situation with her. That's all it was. Selfishness, not thinking about the child. It's not even about me and him anymore. Like, you don't have a right for your own feelings anymore once there's a child involved, okay? So after that conversation ended, I sat there for almost 2 hours on my own. Like, there is about 8 to 10 people in that house. Obviously it was Ramadan. I gave birth during Ramadan, and everybody in that house is around my age group. So I'm just thinking to myself, why am I even here? Like, it's awkward. Like, I'm sitting down and there's literally nobody to talk to. Why am I here? So I asked him to book a cab, left, went home. He came with me, and I kid you not, this guy splattered on my bed and laid there in silence for 10 minutes. 10 minutes straight. Like, I didn't say a word, he didn't say a word. More time now, I wanted to talk, but you know, you're just waiting. This is going to talk. So I literally just said to him, "Listen, you can go back there if you want, it's not that deep, you can go back." He was like, "Yeah?" He cut. So we're gonna leave like that. I would say about 1 month later, I asked him, "Can you look after your son? I want to go back to work because it's literally just working in the office, not much to do, and it pays really good." So I said to him, "Can you look after your son? It's just for 3 days out of the week." So I thought he was being considerate by saying this, but turns out he wasn't. So he says, "Just wait a little longer, you're still going through some stuff, just, heal for a while, just wait." I thought he was being considerate. I was like, oh, he cares. No. Come 3 months down the line, I've said the same thing. "Oh, can you look after for 3 days of the week?" "No, it's not my responsibility. I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't care." And I've just said to him, like, wow. Wow, really? Like, firstly, you don't even help me provide. You don't even help me take care of your own child. What do you mean? Like, you do the bare minimum, and I know how much you make from working, 15 hours of the day. Bro, I know how much. We used to be together, so why is it you can only do the bare minimum? He used to chat the most bull crap you could ever think. "Oh, I send money back home." He's one of the youngest sons. No, you don't. No, you don't. We all know. We all know. The youngest son doesn't really do that, okay? It's always the oldest son, if it is going to happen. So, and I already know it didn't happen because his parents were still married. Yeah. So man said, have you ever heard of a Mali son sending money to his working father to provide for his working father at a young age, at a very young age, not to put down on property or anything back home, but to take care of his parents? But his parents work. Have you ever heard of a father not working, brother? Have you ever heard of an old Somali guy that doesn't work? Have you? Because I haven't. So I know that was bullcrap. But this was his excuse. And when I said this to his brother, I'm going to get to that later on. His brother was like, no, none of that's happened. He's always grown up here, so I don't know why he's telling you that. But anyway, I'm going to go on. So like I said, he didn't really help me provide that much. He did the bare minimum. So 6 months comes down the line. He's constantly coming to my house at night. Yeah, at night. So I'm talking 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock. He would sleep. He would literally throw the baby up in the air and leave in the morning. That was it. That was it for 6 months. You know, I kept my mouth quiet. Like, I just kept quiet because I was like, I already know you don't do anything. You're not helping me. And you're not even trying to make a bond with your child. He rarely held him. When he did, it was when he came, when he was about to leave to go to work. So one day he came and Daya must have been crying. We all know when you're a newborn or a little newborn, like 2, 3, 4 months old, we all know all you have to do, not get a dummy, not put your finger in his mouth, not try feed him, hold the baby in your arms to your heartbeat. That's it. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do for a newborn. Hold him up close to your heart and rock him, sway him, whatever, or just hold him there. This guy started screaming and shouting at me. Why isn't he saying, do something, do something? He was getting violent and more violent. And I just thought to myself, why is he behaving like this? Like, why is he being so harsh towards me like that? Like, you can't, like, it doesn't make sense to me why he's even treating me that way. So anyway, like I've said, he's tried to be a family. He's trying to work it out. He said we're going to be together and do this as a family with one another. And I said to him, okay, that's cool, no problem. So now I've gone in his phone and I found 3 different girls, yeah. All 3 of them have said they're dealing with him. And I thought to myself, is this guy taking a piss out of my life? You're coming to my house to sleep in my bed every night. But every other night, or between about 4 to 5 days out of the friggin' week, you're coming to my house to lay in my bed, but you're dealing with other girls? No, you gotta go. You gotta go. I asked him to leave my house for that reason. He wasn't happy with that. So I started placing all his items outside the house. He started throwing my iPhone, my iPad, everything out of the house. Sorry, my tablet at the time. He started throwing everything out of my house. I mean, everything. So I've asked him to stop doing that. He's gone to grab my phone and throw that. And I've grabbed my phone off of him, like grabbed him. And he's just started hitting me, punching me. He's tried to push me to the ground. Then he's gotten his helmet and started hitting me and hitting me. Like, he's hitting me in my face with his helmet. And I've obviously gotten a black eye from that day. And I just thought to myself, you know what? I'm not going to put up with this anymore. you can't come in my house. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what about it. But you should not be putting your hand on me for you doing something wrong. For you lying to me and deceiving me about a situation you're really not interested in. So I've said, do you know what? Go away. Go away. You don't help me provide. You don't help me take care of him. You don't help me change him, clean him, bathe him, any of that stuff, nor feed him. So go away, you know? I really don't need you, you know? So I would say 8 months came along. He came back to my house screaming and shouting. And do you know what? I kind of forgave him. I was like, okay, can you look after him for free? For free, 3 days of the week. It's not my responsibility. I don't care. I just want to see the kid. Let me see the kid. I just thought to myself, you know what? Just go, just go. In the end, I had to just ask my cousin to look after her, which thankfully she did, because then I was able to get childminder. You know, the first 2 months, couldn't afford that first until, you know, but yeah. So yeah, I was able to sort things out that way. He kept coming back to the house, screaming through the letterbox, you Dillo, you Shamuto, all sorts. So basically he was screaming, you bitch, you whore, go kill yourself, I'm gonna kill you, I hate you, I want nothing to do with you, you stole my cum, give me my kid, I'm gonna take him to Kenya, you're never gonna see him again, my family hate you, they want nothing to do with you, etc, etc. And I just thought to myself, why does this guy keep coming back to my house just to scream down my door and call me all sorts of names and think I'm gonna open my door for you to see your child? Why couldn't you knock, knock, knock? Hi, how are you? I would like to see my child. It's so simple. He didn't want to do that. So after a few times of him doing that, I just ignored him. Literally just ignored him. I couldn't be asked to deal with that. So I'd say his brother came around my house. Obviously he's a married man. I wasn't going to invite him into my house at all. Yeah, so we spoke outside. He saw there at the time, and he basically said, oh, Liban wants to see him. And I've explained to him what happened, how Liban treated me. I was placed on a child protection plan because of him and his violence. And he basically kept going on the same thing, because obviously he's not really going to believe what I'm saying. Obviously it's his brother. Why would his brother, you know? So I've explained to his brother the situation. I said to him, well, no, if he wants to see his kid, then I'm going to be there too. And I don't care if he doesn't appreciate that. I don't know where he lives. I don't know where he's going to go with my child. My child is 2 and I already don't trust him for the abuse physically, mentally and verbally he's already done to me. And on top of it, he's placed me on a child protection plan. If you don't know what that is, they come to your house every 10 days to check your child and to see to see his welfare, if he's doing good, etc. He's not got any bruises or he's not malnourished and all sorts. So I explained that to him, and it was like, I believe he should be able to see his son still. And I said, well, he's very physically and verbally abusive. I don't want to go through that situation again. So no, not really. And then he left after I explained everything. And then the father of my child, I almost said his name, the father of my child came round and was basically like, oh, I apologize for how I treated you. I shouldn't have treated you, my child. He was like, I apologize for how I treated you. I shouldn't have treated you that way. I apologize to you. So I thought, okay, I know people can't change in 6 months. I already know that. Your teeth, you may lose weight, you may be a different complexion, but your mentality is not going to change in 6 months, okay? Especially when you haven't been working on it for 6 months. So anyway, I just thought, okay, why don't I try? He said he's sorry. He doesn't mean it. Let's see how he speaks to me. Then a couple of months later, he starts cussing me. You ugly this, ugly that. This is the thing that annoys me about him. So I ignored him again because of that situation, and I wasn't happy with it. He then went away. The same situation happened again. I said goodbye for a while. He came back and then he was like, oh, I've changed. Why can't you see I've changed? I'm not the same person anymore. Why can't you forgive me for what I did? And all this she can't, that's all it was, bro. That's all it was. Bear. That's it. Bear. But anyway, I believed him, his sweet talk. I believed him. Yeah. And then it just went left. It just went left. I recently I met his mother. Sorry, not his mom. I met his auntie and I met his sister. They both said to me the same thing. Oh, don't you want any time to yourself? Don't you want time to yourself? And I basically just said, you know what? I tried. Like, I really did try. So now it's just like, I'm not that bothered if he now wants to see his kid. Like, it's been 2 years and it's a bit draining to have somebody who's like, oh, do you want to be intimate? Like, or do you want to do this? Or come up randomly, just start being verbally abusive, start cursing. I'm going to skip out a few parts. So if you're a bit jumbled up here, it's because I've skipped out a few parts. So I've met his sister and his auntie. So they've both said to me the same thing. Don't I want time to myself? You should allow him to look after his kid for a couple of days during the weekend. I said to them, I don't know where he lives. I don't trust him. And that's it. That's all I said to them. And I also explained to them the reason why he hasn't been around his child. And his sister said I would have done the same thing. So as a woman who understands why I did what I did, then you can understand why I'm not going to leave my kid with that person. And I explained that to his sister. And then I explained to his auntie basically the exact same thing. So I met his auntie, brought Daya there to his auntie. It was okay, but when you're married, you can't really go around to the family's house because they're married. Long story short, I don't want to explain anything. If you know, you know. So I was just like, okay. And I kept saying to him, he wanted me to bring Daya to his auntie's house at all times, but I can't be there. And I said to him straight, If I'm not going to be there, I'm not going to allow my child to be around you there, as I don't know where you live, which is the main thing. And especially as he has spoken about, I'm going to take him to Kenya, I'm going to take him away from you, you're never going to see him again, etc., etc., or he's going to harm the child, etc., etc., because he doesn't want me to have his child. I just said no. I'm not, at no time without somebody else there or myself there, I'm not gonna allow you to take him, because I don't know where you live. Anything could happen and you don't bring him back, and then I never see him again. I'm not stupid. I've been placed on a child protection plan because of that. I'm not about to go jail for your hate. No, that's dead. So I basically said to him, if you're not happy with this arrangement of me being there and we meet up in public around others, then no, I'm not going to allow you to take him somewhere where you tell me you live in a friggin' halfway house. Like, no. Why am I going to allow my kid to go there? Sorry, I've left out a lot and it's for good reason. So anyway, after I haven't given him what he wanted, he started being verbally and physically abusive again. So he hit me, he cussed me, he wanted to use me for his own needs. And I basically said to him, do you know what? You need to go away. I'm not going to give you what you want, because you've not helped me provide. You've not helped me take care of him. You said it wasn't your responsibility when he was 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 8 months to look after him. Now that he's, 2.5? No. The answer is no. No, you cannot now take him on the weekend, because when I asked you to, you said it's not my responsibility, you don't care. And all you had, and that is co-parenting. Co-parenting is working together with one another. He didn't want to do that, so there isn't much I can say. I'm just going to say no. You've put me through hell, and I'm not going to go through hell with co-parenting with you anymore, especially as you put me on a child protection plan. And if you don't know, it is hell too. We need to see your cupboards. We need to check his weight. We need to come here every 10 days. We need to check his body. Excuse me? And it wasn't even my fault I was placed on it. It was domestic violence from the father of the child. It was the fact that the midwife was able to write a statement and give it to the social workers, as well as the security, because they were there to see how your behavior was within hours of him being born. So for that reason, I'm just gonna say no. I wish you well, but alhamdulillah, we're doing good and we don't need you, alhamdulillah. So yeah, all I've got to say is always best to get the toxicity out of your life, because it's not going to help you, and it could lead you to, post-traumatic depression, I think it's called. So, and as a mother, you need to be sane, because if you're not sane, how are you going to make a bond with your child through an unhealthy mindset because of him, because of what he did to you? And that's not what you need, nor is it what your child needs. So all I can say is always don't think of it of, oh, you're never going to meet anyone else, you're never going to see anyone else, no one's got you. Say alhamdulillah, may Allah grant you with someone else or someone that I mean. Yeah, because it is what you need. So I'm just saying, any female who's watching this or going through this, that little delusional mindset that you have right now, if If he does it once, does it twice, does it 3 times, girl, he's gonna do it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? He's not gonna stop. And you need to be the one who stops it before either you or your child ends up dead and stuff like that. Before that happens. So you need to literally leave him alone. And you need to make sure you move from wherever you are. You need to make sure you and your child are safe, healthy, and thriving in life. You don't need abuse, verbal abuse, or someone trying to degrade you or push you down to the ground because they think they're better than you. No, that's not how life works. So any woman who's watching this, please take it with ease. Other women have probably experienced it and they'll probably say the exact same thing. Girl, go. Girl, go. You get it? Like, seriously. But yeah, I want to say thank you for watching and take it easy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I just want to say thank you to everyone and their beautiful, beautiful comments. Mashallah, man. Seriously, thank you. But yeah, salam.